Hi guys, I'm making this video on video request, and I'm just going to show you supplies and then we'll get started. This video is for making a headband with a bow on it, and this is a hot glue gun. You're going to need one of these for securing the bow and the ribbon. You're going to need a pin for the process of making the bow. You're going to need ribbon. I find it's best to use a wider ribbon when you're making this particular kind of bow. In case you wanted to know, this is the kind of ribbon that I used. Scissors, a needle and thread, and a headband. You can buy just a cheap headband at a dollar store or something. This is actually one of my headbands and I'm not going to be gluing onto it, but I'm going to show you guys with it. So let's get started. Okay, now that you have all your supplies, what you're going to want to start with was the pin and the ribbon. Now I've already cut it. It's about 3 feet of ribbon. You can use more or less just depending on how big you want your bow to be. To start out, you're going to want to make one loop. You just fold it around your finger. I find this is just the easiest way to explain it. And then it's pointy. And the folded side where the two ribbons meet is on the back, and all you have is a loop on the front where you can put your finger in. It's kind of like a little hat. So, you want to have about 1 inch or 2, fold it around your finger, and then it'll just look like that. If you made it bigger and loopier, it'd be kind of like one of those awareness ribbons. So you want to just kind of make an awareness ribbon, but you want to have a little bit extra over here and just pin it in the middle. Right in the middle of that. Now this is going to be the middle of your bow. I'll tell you what to do with this extra piece at the end. Now you want to make another little ribbon, little finger hat, I guess you would say, and then add it onto the back, onto the pin, and you just keep collecting. You make another little hat and add it to the back as well. Now, the tighter they are, the pointier they'll be, and the looser they are, the floppier they'll be. So, once you start going around, you'll want to loosen up. The tight ones for the middle and the looser ones for the bottom. You just keep going around. You fold it over and then take it and pin it onto the back. Fold it over and pin it onto the back. Just do it again and again. Fold it over and pin it onto the back. Just keep going. And your center of your bow is still where it was. This bow kind of moves pretty fast. It's an easy bow. Just keep going until you reach the end of your ribbon there. And this centerpiece, that extra inch that you had there, that's going to come in handy in closing that so you don't see the stitches on your bow. So you just fold it over once you're stitching it. So, one more time, you make a finger hat, leave 1 inch, and then you put your pin in, and that's the middle. That'll be the middle of your bow.
1, My friend has problems with winter and autumn. They give him prescriptions, they shine bright lights on him. They say it's genetic, they say he can't help it. They say you can catch it, but sometimes you're born with it. My friend has plight, he gets shakes in the night, and they say that there's no way that they could have caught it. In time takes its toll on him, it is traditional, it is inherited predisposition. All day I've been wondering what is inside of me. Who can I blame for it? I say it runs in the family, this family that carries.
And this is like a bow that they make for presents. You could put them on presents, or you could do what I'm doing and put it on a headband. Now that I've reached the end of my ribbon here, this is where I'm going to get out my needle and thread. You'll want to use the same color, but I'm using a contrasting color just for the sake of showing you. You'll want to tie a knot in there. What you're going to do with this extra inch of fabric is hide your stitching on your bow. You're going to fold it over, and it's just going to look like another loop in the middle, like that. To do that, you're going to want to fold this down to where it's flat, and then a little bit on the end. Just go a little bit from the inside so it doesn't fray and then your whole bow come apart. Take this and poke down while you're holding this. Pull this flattened down, and then take your needle and poke down through it. A little bit in so that it doesn't fray and then your bow will fall apart. Just a little bit in from the end there. Just poke it through, and then where that pin is, your pin goes all the way through your bow and it's holding your bow together. Where that pin is, just take and make your first stitch all the way through the end of your bow. So you're coming out the other side there. And then your knot will be on the inside of your bow. There you go. Okay, sorry, if you're wondering about the wardrobe change, I got chinchilla hair on me, I was feeding my baby. The video got cut off on me and I'm having to remake it, this last little bit. But to explain, here's where I left off. Let's see, I'll unwrap this a little bit. This is your headband that you would have. And to glue on here, you put a little dot of glue here, the hot glue gun, and then put this on, put the ribbon on, the same ribbon that you were using for your bow, wrap it around, and then you'll put another dab of glue here, and then wrap it again, so only glue on the inside, and then after you've wrapped it again, you'll glue again on the inside there, and then wrap it around, and just keep wrapping. You'll wrap the whole thing up.
They've done all sorts of tests and they guess it has something to do with our grandmothers, Civil War soldiers who badly...
Once you've got it all the way wrapped up, like this, you can do one of two things. You can glue the ribbon on, and you can just take this extra piece and cut it off or fold it over and glue it on there. Then you'd have your finished piece. Or you could take it and sew it on there with your needle and thread. Either one you feel more comfortable with. Personally, I like to glue just because it's faster and it's probably just as secure for a hair piece. I mean, it's not like something that's going to get a lot of wear and tear. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. I hope it was easy. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments and subscribe. Thank you.